Welcome back to Rubbin Mind. Now, our final guest on the show is a musician who blends different languages from English to French to Yoruba and many more. His music can be almost described as spiritual, but heavily rooted in Afrobeats. It's a pleasure to be joined by the wildly talented musician Amosu Mujib M. Kiddo.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you.
You're welcome.
So tell me, how did you start making music and what led you into it? Was it an escape or was it something you had always aspired to, maybe based on your upbringing?
What led me to music is not the escape from anything. It's just that something I'm used to right from my childhood. Because my mom used to sing in there is something we call asalatu to Muslims actually. So I used to follow her to asalatus, and then the way she used to sing, and I always sing along. Anytime she's at home, I'll sing along with her. So it is through that I get to feel like I have the voice. So making use of the voice, anytime I listen to songs, the likes of them, Akon, back then, I used to write the lyrics, and I used to memorize the lyrics, and I do something like mimicking the song, and that's how everything started.
Okay, so your mother influenced your journey into music, even if she did not know at the time. Was this passion for music encouraged by your parents, by people you looked up to, or was it a case of focus on your book, music is something you can do on the side?
Yeah, at first, my mom wasn't okay with that. She said the only thing she needed is she want me to get a certificate. After getting the certificate, whatever things I want to do, I should go on. So at the end of the day, I got my certificate. The moment I got my certificate, I walked into her and tell her that I want to continue my journey. And she prayed and said, go ahead.
And how were you able to find your sound? You mentioned Akon, you mentioned Asalatu, you mentioned writing lyrics down. Who has influenced your style of music?
Actually, my style of music is a little bit complicated. I've not seen someone right in Nigeria that actually have a focus on that kind of sound. The use of French, English, a little bit of Arabic, and so other languages that are across Nigeria, the likes of Mali. Because I try to infuse all those sounds together and bring out something new that I know I bring this kind of sound to this Nigeria.
And were you ever worried that you would alienate people who don't understand Arabic, French, Yoruba, and did you think your music will have more appeal if it was just strictly English?
There is one thing we should know about this. Music is universal. So the most important part of it is the melody and the messages you are passing across while singing the song you are trying to give out, and especially the lyrics. And then meanwhile, me personally, when I try to write songs and I look at what is going around, and I look at what is going with you, what is going with me, and something that is not even happening where you are, the outside, so that people can easily relate to whatever you are doing, you are giving out.
Your music has been described as spiritual. Why? Is that from a relationship you have with God, or the artists who you've looked up to? What gives your work that spirituality?
The spirituality, I can say that things come from my mom, actually. She's a prayer warrior. And me personally, I inherited that from her, actually. I love prayer. I love praying. So whatever things I'm doing, I will make sure I infuse something that has to do with something prayer in the sound. Whether it's a movable one, whether it's dance or something, I will make sure something like that will relate so that it can give you happiness and joy by the time you're moving.
Now, you're very big on TikTok. You know, once you make it on TikTok, like, it's only a matter of time. And street music, you're very big on that. What has contributed to that success that you're enjoying today?
Literally, let me say this, TikTok changed my line of music into a better one. So how it started, there is a song that I released 3 years ago, titled Ye Masa. That's one of the songs that brought me into the limelight, even though at that point, some people do not know the face. But that sound will never leave your head. So that's that. Now that I found you, girl, I know you want, it was everywhere at that point. And from there, I got some deals. It was the deals that made Mkido be who is Mkido today.
And you said TikTok made you change your
Yeah.
music. Change your music how? Did
Okay,
you change your
fine.
sound? Is it less street now because you want to appeal to the TikTok generation?
You know, what I mean by change my sound is not like TikTok will give you the confidence, like what you have to give to people. Before, we used to seek for people that we sponsor us and all that, maybe label. But if you know what you're doing, and if you are following the right track, trust me, TikTok will put you there. And then by the time TikTok puts you there, if there are investors that want to invest, they can come when they see that this particular person wants to be invested on, and they will come and do the right thing. So that's what I mean. TikTok brought me out. It is true that I got deals from one distribution company like that that made things change for me on TikTok. So without TikTok, if I didn't promote my song on TikTok, the distribution company will not see me.
I wonder when your song trends, whether you're now under pressure to write another song that would trend, and you're almost writing for a TikTok market of, okay, this song must trend, they must use it for a challenge, and it might take you away from maybe the originality of your sound and music.
Yeah, I think one thing to me, if when things like this happen, I would rather focus on what I think is giving me peace of mind and is giving me funds. Like the TikTok now. At the end of the day, we are striving and trying hard to make it to the top and get the doors. So if along the way, what you're doing easily, you're doing it smoothly and it's giving you what you want, you need to keep doing it for the right time to come. And then the world will adjust. At the end of the day, if they keep on hearing the sound on TikTok, at the end of the people outside TikTok, they can easily get the influence from it. Because nowadays now, I feel everybody is now on TikTok. Even though our top 3, top 1, top 2, top 2, everybody is on TikTok. So you have to give it what it takes to get what you want.
So if your song doesn't trend on TikTok, does it mean it's a failure? Does it mean that it doesn't resonate with your listeners and your fans?
That doesn't mean it's a failure. If you should look into it now, let me take sample from this, my big bro, Skills. 10 years ago, he dropped a song. Lami Yama came, he posted it on TikTok. Where is the song today? The song is still moving, like say he just dropped the song yesterday. So that means you still have every chance, every opportunity to make it out of TikTok. So far as your sound is okay, is good, it's something that every single person can relate with, you will easily get it.
Now, I mean, TikTok comes with a lot of eyeballs. People get to know you. They get to enjoy your music. You're famous. You're popular. How have you been able to navigate this popularity, the attention, and I'm sure the demands also from family, friends, and fans?
Actually, me, I'm a kind of person, things like this doesn't move me. Even though when I walk around people shout, Mkido, Mkido, I feel we are still the same thing. What just separates us is just that I'm just lucky for you to know me. That's just it. So I act the way human beings need to act. I behave the way human beings. But even though when I'm in the midst of people shouting, just calm, let's converse, let's shake, let's do this. If you want to take picture, let's take picture and let's go. That's just it.
So you remained humble. It's not moving
I don't
you.
know. That doesn't move me, actually. The fame and the popularity is not something that moves me.
I know the hopes of most musicians is to take their music abroad, to go on tours, and you have an upcoming tour in Europe. Tell us about it.
Actually, the tour was very funny. What happened is, I think, let me say last month, I went for a concert in Ivory Coast.
Okay.
So from that concert, and I wowed people. People do not know this guy is in Nigeria, and the fact that I infused a little bit French to spice the audience up and all that. And after then, I'm still going back to the country for a concert, because special concert for Mkido in that country. So along that, yes, along that, there was some videos I posted. It was through the video, one of the French people in France saw it, and I said, oh, since you just dropped an EP, why can't we go on your tour? Let's go for it. So that's how everything starts with my Europe tour that is coming. We are going to visit Germany, Belgium, France, Poland, and some other countries as well.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah,
Congratulations
thank you so
and all
much.
the best with that. Do you see yourself infusing from those languages, German, Polish, Flemish? It seems to be the winning formula.
No, actually, if the basic part of music right now, based on streaming part, people that stream songs mostly are Francophone people. If you see Rema today being in Paris, Ashake in Paris, Davido in Paris, you must know something is there. So definitely, there are some places you need to focus as an artist. Not really think it's only Nigeria. Only if you want your sound to be global, even though if you are seeking for funds, these are the right places for you to just try to embrace and or to penetrate into it and get what you want from. So me, I have decided to just say, I have part of the gift God gave me, which is the French that I can sing, I can speak, and I can sing with. So I just have to explore it in that way around. So that's why I'm trying to divert a little bit to give the attention to, and I'm getting the attention already.
So you're worldwide, you're global. Today, Lagos, Cote d'Ivoire, you're going
Tomorrow,
to Europe.
Cameroon, for another moment.
A lot of artists, once they go like that, people won't be able to afford them in Nigeria because their charges go very high. And then for you to see your star, your fave, is impossible in Nigeria. Would we still be able to afford you at this rate? And what do you make of artists charging exorbitant fees that their local fans that made them can no longer have access to them?
Yeah, the thing is really, really disturbing. Why I say that? The moment artists are grinding, nobody sees what is going on. Nobody sees how the fund is coming, how much they put effort and get money to put into their craft. That is one thing. And the moment there is a little bit of spark on their head, that is where you get to see, I call him for show, he's feeling proud, he's showing off, he said it's too much. Now, if as an artist, if you are to imagine the amount of money you spend so much on your own craft, there are some amount of money you even cost if they call it, because you are the light of the world at the moment. So you won't have the choice to just call any amount of money. So I don't blame artists for that. It's not their fault. It is the hustle. There are some people that they spend a couple of years without making it. God just say, okay, it's your right time, do it. He would like to make sure it's gather everything once, because it's not for life. Champion will not be there for life.
So they are making the most of the opportunity. I hope they remember us, the fans that made them, and make them their tickets affordable.
It's not easy. That's the reason why.
We wish you all the best with your upcoming European tour. M. Kido, thank you for being our guest on Rubbin.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much.